The sun is shining on us today because it is a new day for renters' power. I was elected last November to represent the 43rd Legislative District. What we know about the 43rd Legislative District is that we have the most renters of any district in the state of Washington. Over 60% of people who live in the district rent. I ran for office because I know that the state must work with our local partners in order to really move the needle on housing affordability. But since I've taken office in 2017, I have seen the housing crisis only get worse. We have a state of emergency around homelessness, not only here in Seattle, but in cities across the state. Homelessness is now an issue that touches every single community in Washington. I want to thank very much Washington CAN and all of our friends in labor for organizing today's event. What we also know are that the gains that have been made at the bargaining table have been universally lost to the housing market. So we must take action imminently. As Shama said, the legislature now has a Democratic majority in both the House and the Senate. We cannot waste this opportunity. Up until this point, the legislature has been nibbling around the edges. We have plans to make gains on tenant protections like statewide source of income discrimination protection. Because we know people who are walking around with a Section 8 voucher here in Seattle cannot find a place to live. And when they go to other cities around here, they are told, sorry, we don't rent to people like you. And that is unacceptable. We know that our state needs to put more investment into building housing. But when state workers came to me and said, my rent has gone up $600 a month in the last 2 years, what are you doing about that? I knew that it was time to sponsor a bill to repeal the ban on rent control and regulation in the state. This will not be an easy fight. Landlords have strong power in Olympia. As Shama said, the rent control ban was passed in 1981 when renters tried to organize for rent control in this state. There has been one bill that has been dropped since 1981 to attempt to repeal that ban back in 1999. We are past time to bring this fight on for real. And it's going to take a huge amount of work to do it. We are going to need to show up in Olympia, and we are going to need to take this movement far from Seattle and across the state of Washington. So I'm counting on all of you. I am heartened to know one fact that I have learned in my time is that when we organize, we win. And that is what we're planning to do. We are not going away until we win, and I will be counting on you. So thank you all so much for being here today, and thank you for being there throughout the legislative session, because I'm going to be counting on you. Thank you.
Okay, everybody. So, the news that Nicole just gave us, is it awesome or what? Are we going to help her by using our voices across the state? We are going to stand by you. Loudly. So thank you.
Rent control! Rent control! Rent control! Rent control! Rent control! Rent control!
Rent control! All right. That is all.